Hey there, yogis. This is Stephen Chang coming to you live from Simha Yoga Lab in Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website at simhayoga.com for the full streaming schedule, as well as for my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. My preferred way of payment is Venmo, and my handle is Simha Yoga Lab. And the 4-digit ID code, if you're prompted for it, is 8096. Classes are $10, and if you're having a difficult time right now, $5 is fine. So please tell your friends, let people know. If you see anything on social media, please repost it on Instagram and on Facebook. So I live stream on Instagram and Facebook, and then I save those videos for 24 hours on Instagram, and then for about a week or two on Facebook. And then I do have a YouTube channel which has actually much better quality, so if you're having a difficult time with the visuals and the audios on Facebook and Instagram, please visit my YouTube channel at Simha Yoga Lab, and the videos stay on there permanently, so you have a full library of classes that you can take of all different levels, and please visit, okay? Today's class is Open Flow, which is level 1 and level 2. For those of you who have any kind of injuries or special conditions, make sure you check in and that you pull back whenever you need and modify poses. If I'm going a little bit out of your range, especially, please don't feel like you have to do everything, because the yoga practice is all about customizing all the poses to your needs, right? So keep that in mind. Very important not to hurt yourself and do anything that is not appropriate for your body, right? So whatever that means to you. Please sit up on a block if you have tight hips or tight lower back. This makes it a lot more comfortable and a lot more accessible for you to take a cross-legged position. All right, so palms face up. And the fingers come together, mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. As you settle into your seat, let the shoulders broaden. Lips are gently touching, regulating your breath by breathing only through your nose. And start to let your inhales even out with your exhales. Three arms together, inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer in front of the heart. Pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs. Lifting the heart up toward the sky. Setting your intention for yoga practice. Devoting your practice to someone or something, or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Chanting the mantra for purification. Purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call a response. I will call it and repeat the response with you. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Gatopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Pudrikaksham, Sabahya, Bihyandraha, Suchihi. Starting to open the eyes and let the palms face up. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. Elongate through the left side of the neck. Draw the chin toward the right shoulder. Release back to center, drop the right hand. Left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. Chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center, drop the left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side, roll it back, opposite side, roll it center. Take a few more rounds in that same direction. And chin back to center and pause. Take it the opposite direction. And then back to center again. Lifting the chin parallel to the floor and neutral spine. Coming off the blocks and extend the legs forward, separating your feet. Hands supporting to either side and turn your toes toward each other. And then roll out. Draw in. Roll out. Draw in. Out. A rotation, circling. Back to center, switch them around. And back to center again. Cross your shins, opposite shin on top. Take the arms up high, extend. Twist to the right on the exhale. Inhale, back to center, arms up. Exhale, other side. Back to center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Take back up, other side. Back to center again. Legs forward, forward fold. Take it back up, soles of the feet together, knees apart, Baddha Konasana. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Take it back up, take the left heel in a little bit, support the right heel, flex your right foot to protect the knee joint and the ankle joint of that right leg, and then lift the heel. Right, so you don't have to go super high, right? So we're just beginning our practice. So let's move the hip joints a little bit, and just moving side to side. And then let's take some circles, clockwise. Take it back to center, counterclockwise. Back to center, draw the right knee, back in space, and then take it back to neutral. Draw the right knee further back, take it back to neutral. Draw the right knee further back, take it back to neutral. If you can, take a half lotus. If you cannot, cross leg position is fine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Take the hands to the floor and then round your back. So if you're taking half lotus, the right foot is to your left hip crease or your left inner thigh, and then fold forward. Take it back up. Release your right leg forward, release your left leg forward. Arms up and fold again. Take it back up, soles of feet together, knees apart. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Take it back up, draw the right heel in a little bit closer, support the left heel. Flexing the left foot to support the ankle and the knee of the left leg. And let's take the leg cradle and just move it side to side. And then let's take some counterclockwise circles. Clockwise circles. Take it back to stillness and hold it here. Draw the left knee further back. Take it back to neutral. Draw the left knee further back. Take it back to neutral. Draw the left knee further back to neutral. If you have the half lotus, top of left foot to your right hip crease, or the regular cross-leg position, arms up and forward fold. Right, you can round your back if you want. Walk it back in. Release your left leg forward. Release your right leg forward. Arms up, forward fold. Take it back up. Roll to the outside of the left foot, inside the right. Move your left forearm further back and left forearm down. Alright? So with your left forearm down, alright, you're going to start to twist to the left, so you're facing downwards. You're going to press your left arm down and start to twist. So traction with your left hip to the floor and drawing your left shoulder back, right shoulder forward, so you should get a nice twist to your lower back. And then reach your right hand further out and crawl the right fingertips further out. Press your fingertips down. Traction, your left shoulder and left hip back. Keep your right hand to the floor, reach it further up and behind you, and then again, press your left arm down, traction, your left shoulder, left hip back. And take it back to center, release. Square back, and you're going to roll to the outside of the right foot, inside the left, reach your right arm further back, right forearm down. Left hand is to the floor for support. And then as you press the outer right leg, inner left leg to the floor, inner left foot, press your right forearm down, draw the right shoulder, right hip back, and traction, and press your left hand down for support. So you're beginning to get a rotation and then a stretch to your lower back. Keep your right arm as is, walk your left hand further up. And then again, press your right forearm down, draw the right shoulder, right hip back in space, and press your left hand down to the floor for support. Then walk your left hand further out, and then again, twist a little bit deeper. Walk your left hand back in, take it back to vertical, take it back to center. Let the feet go wider. Raise your arms up high. As you reach forward, grab the inner heels or the inner legs anywhere. Re-lengthen and refold. Take it back up. Lower onto your forearms. So the feet together, knees apart, and then butterfly your knees here. All right, and then you're going to take the heels together, toes apart. Draw the heels in closer. Press your toes to the floor and lift the heels up and draw the knees down. Puff up your chest as well. Broadening your chest, engaging the upper back. If you have a little bit more in you, walk it in even closer. Heels pressing against each other for resistance. Lift the heels higher and draw the knees further down. And then press your forearms down, lift the chest. Start to release, draw the knees in together, and then the feet apart. And windshield wipe your knees side to side here. The next time you draw your knees over to the right, keep it there. Right heel to the left knee, outer knee, and then press it down. Step the right foot down, switch sides, left ankle to right knee and press it down. Step the left foot back down, keep the chest lifted, pick up the knees, pick up the feet, extend the legs up. Lower the legs toward the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Stay here hovering. Turn the toes out. Walk the legs out. And then rotate the toes in. Rotate the toes out. Roll in. Roll out. Roll in. Roll out. You're still hovering. Roll in. Roll out. One more. Roll in. Roll out. Stay rolling out. Heels toward each other. Feet apart. Heels toward each other. Feet apart. Heels toward each other. Feet apart. 2 more. Heels toward each other. Feet apart. Heels toward each other. Feet apart. Lower the heels down. Lift the heels up. Lower and lift. Still hovering, right? Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Soles of feet together. Knees apart. Press your hands down. Lift back up. Baddha Konasana. Grab your mid ankles. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Take back up again. Take the knees over to the left side. Left forearm down. Right hand to support. Lift the right knee. Draw the right knee forward. Draw the right heel back. Draw the right knee forward. Draw the right heel back. Draw the right knee forward. Draw the heel back 2 more. Right knee forward. Right heel back. Right knee forward. Right heel back. And stay there and hold. 4. 3, 2, 1. Draw the right knee back center. Still hovering. Roll up. Roll forward. 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 Stay rolling forward. Lift and lower almost to touch. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift, lower, lift, lower. One thing, I started moving differently, right? I started rolling up. I meant to lift, and that ended up rolling up. So there should be 5 lifting and lowering rather than rolling. My fault. All right. Take the right foot back down. Draw back to center. And then roll over to the other side. Draw the knees over to the right side. Take the right forearm down. Support with your left hand. Alright? Lift the left knee. Flex your left foot. Draw forward. Draw back. Draw forward. Draw back. Draw forward. Draw back. Forward. Back 1 more. Forward. Back. And hold it here. 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it back forward, right? So this one is only rolling up and down with the knee. Roll up, roll down. So it's rotation. Roll up, roll down. Roll up, roll down. 2 more. Roll up, roll down, roll up, roll down. Staying here. So these, now you're lifting up and down, working on adductors and abductors, right? Lift and lower. I started rolling by mistake. Down. Lift and lower. Lift, lower. 1 more. Lift, lower. Lower all the way down. Take it back to center. Extend the legs forward. Raise your arms up high. And forward fold. Take it back up. Step the feet to the floor. Lift the seat. And to the best of your abilities, keep the heels down Even if you need to take the feet slightly apart, that is fine. And take it in this squatting position. Shift to your tiptoes and lift the heels, lower the heels, lift and lower 5 times, lift and lower, lift, lower, lift and stay lifted. Lower almost all the way down and stay hovering. Stay hovering. Lift the torso. Reach the arms up. Shift your tiptoes. Start to stand up. Stay on the tiptoes. Nice and slow. Come all the way up to vertical. Lower the heels down. Walk to the front of the mat. Tadasana, feet together, knees together, arms alongside, looking forward. Inhale, take the arms up high. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale back to center, arms up. Pick up the right foot, reach right heel forward. Draw the right heel back. Reach right heel forward. Draw the right heel back. One more. Reach right heel forward. This time, draw the right heel back and bend your right knee. Grab the inside of the right foot. Shiva Nataraj. Inner thighs together. Left arm forward. As you lean forward, kick back. Warrior 3. Arms forward, right heel reaching back, torso and right leg about parallel to the floor. Step the right foot back, high lunge, arms up high. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. Exhale, bend the front knee, arms along the side. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale up, keep the arms up, bend the front knee, hands together in prayer. Twist your left, hook the right arm to outer left knee, and twist. Take it back up and around, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Raise your left leg up, 3-legged dog. Left knee in toward the nose and ground. Inhale, kick it up, open up the hips, bend left knee to the outside of the left arm to touch. Kick it back up, knee comes into twist. Kick it back up. Step the left foot forward, crescent moon, right knee comes down. Walk your hands to top of the thighs, lunge forward. Lift the heart center up. Once you have a nice supportive back bend here, now you're ready, arms up, Venus Mudra. Arms up and back. Everyone, take the left arm to top left leg, right arm up and overhead for the side stretch. If you have a little more depth, your left hand will come down. Take it back up. Right hand down, left arm overhead. Take it back to center. Hands to top of the thighs. Lunge forward even more deeply. So really find that stretch through the front of the right quads. And then press your hands into your thighs. Lean the upper torso back. You may stay here, right? Work with this variation and bring a lot of attention to the hips moving forwards and downwards, right? Get deeper here. Right? So sometimes when we have to then pay attention to arms reaching up and balancing, right? This could distract you from this hip opening, right? So for those of us who are just beginning to work on hip opening and flexibility, stay here with your hands supporting, right? Minus one other task out of this pose and you might be able to get deeper into the lunging. Now for those of you who are working deeper, you can bind right hand to right foot and kick back. If you can then balance, the left arm can go up and back. So this is your mermaid 1. Alright, let's start to break. Hands to either side. Left foot, tuck the back toes, and lengthen over your left leg, folding forward. Bend the front knees, step the left foot back, plank. Inhale, a breath, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. Walk your feet forward toward your hands. This time, let the feet be wide, toes turn out, and take a yogic squat differently this time. We will still take the hands forward. Alright, so lift the hands away from the floor, lift the torso up a little bit. Shift forward to your tiptoes and lift the heels, lower arms all the way down. Lift and lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, and stay. Alright, so this time your toes are slightly turned out, so slightly different in the hips. Lower the heels almost all the way down. Stay hovering. And then start to reach your arms up high. Lifting your torso as well. Then start to rise up. All the way up to vertical. Stay lifted. And then the release of the heels down. Walk it back forward. Tadasana, standing arm pose. Inhale, raise your arms up high, bend your right elbow, left touch, catch your right elbow, side bending left. Inhale, take it back to center, arms up, bend your left elbow, side bending right. Take it back to center, arms up, shift the weight to your right foot, flex your left, reach forward, reach back, reach forward, reach back. Reach forward. This time, reach back, bend your left knee, sweep the left hand back behind you to grab the inside of the foot, right arm forward. As you lean forward, kick back, Shivanantaraj. Warrior 3, left heel reaching back, arms forward, torso, left leg about parallel to the floor. Then begin to step it back into a high lunge. Steady balance here in the lunge. Then lift up, lengthen on the inhale. Exhale, bend the front knee, arms alongside. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale up, keep the arms up. Bend the front knee, hands together in prayer. And then twisting to the right. Hook the left arm to the outer right leg and twist. Inhale, take it all the way up and around, warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, right foot kicks up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Extend the right foot back up, step the right foot forward, crescent moon, left knee comes down. Untucking the back toes, if you need extra padding, take the padding to your left knee. Lunge forward into your hips. And once you're ready, Venus Mudra. Side stretching, right arm to right leg, left arm overhead. You may also use your right hand to the floor if you have a little more depth here. Take it back up, switch directions. Left hand down, right arm up. Release, hands to top of the thighs, and lunge forward. All right, for those of you who found that arms reaching up for the full expression of the pose is a little bit shaky for you, right? Then this is maybe where you want to stay. This is where you can also start to feel and concentrate on just your hip opening and quad stretch, right? And those of you going further, bend your left knee, grab the foot. Right arm forward and up. Right? If again, raise your right arm up, throws off your balance, then use your right hand for support. Alright, let's release. Hands to either side of the right foot, tuck the left toes. Lift the left knee. If you need to step it in a little bit. So in your pyramid pose, you want to find a very steady, supportive pose as you fold forward. You're looking to lengthen the back of the right leg as you fold. Alright, then the front knee, ground the back heel, circle it up. Warrior 2, reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, right foot stepping back plank. Inhale one breath, exhale chaturanga. Inhale up dog. Exhale down dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward, low lunge. Right foot forward, stand, forward bend. Feet together, knees together. Chair. Stepping on the left foot, pick up the right knee. Left hand to the right knee, or left hand to outside the right foot to extend. Make sure your foot and your right hip, right foot, right hip, line up and shoot straight forward. Then keep the gaze looking forward as you reach your right arm back in opposition for the twist. Once you're nice and steady, if you want, then you can look behind you. Square back to center. Warrior 3. Step back. Warrior 1. Open it up. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Exhale, half moon. Revolve half moon. Right hand down. Square over hips. And this time, it's your left arm, left shoulder that goes up for the twist. Left hand to the floor, right leg up, and then seated spinal twist. Left hand behind you, right arm is up on the inhale. Exhale, twist to your left. If the seated spinal twist is very difficult for you, your hips are tight, rather than taking this full position, you can take a half position, which is with your right leg extended, left leg over. Right? So for some of us who have very tight hips, that's a much better option. Inhale back to center. Exhale, counter twist to your left, to the right side. Back to center again, step the left foot forward, warrior 1. Open it up, warrior 2. Lengthen out the left leg, turn the left toes to right side, straddling for a bend. Toes are slightly turned in, heels are a little bit wider, hands to the hips. Lift up for the back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Let the head release, hands supporting. If you have props, you have structures that you can work with, you can take your hands to a block. And that might make it a little bit easier for you to access this lengthiness of the back of the legs and the lower back and the hips, right? Sometimes if we're not very flexible, without the blocks and we're just touching down to the floor, we're struggling, right? So then we end up losing the proper alignment and the proper extensions just so that we can support and touch your hands down. So if that's the case, right? Bring the floor to meet your hands so that you're not using so much flexibility that you don't have to try to touch down to support yourself, right? And then giving up a lot of alignment and extension in doing that, right? So instead, use your blocks. That's a much better way of doing this pose. Or if you don't have any kind of support, you can always bend your knees, right? And take the hands down to the floor. Alrighty, wherever you are here, let's come out of the pose. And I'll give you a side view so you can see if you need to. Hands supporting to the floor. Bend at the knees, let the seat drop a little bit. Then shift your weight back towards your heels, and when you start to think about lifting up, lift from the back of the head and the upper back. So you have a much straighter spine, and you're much more engaged in your lower back to support the structure of your spine. And from there, use the strength of the legs to carry you up. Once you're all the way up, expand the arms. Turn the left toes back forward. When you turn the left toes forward and you bend the knee, that is your warrior two. Now the front knee is working in the correct direction, right? If you try to bend the knees from the straddling forward bend, just take the hands to the floor, right? You see how your knees are not working in the right direction. You can hurt yourself if you try to go forward, right? So if you turn the toes forward and then bend the knee, your front knee is functioning in the correct direction. Then now we can safely come down to chaturanga, dog down dog. Alrighty, step. The right foot forward, low lunge. Left foot forward, standing forward bend. Feet together, knees together. Rise up, chair. Stepping on the right foot, pick up the left knee. Right hand to your left knee. On the right hand, outside the left foot, and extend. Keep the left heel reaching forward, then reaching your left arm back in opposition for your twist. And once you're nice and steady, then if you want to look back behind you, you can. Start to square back to center. Draw the left heel back through the warrior three. Step it back to warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Half moon. Right hand forward about a foot from your toes, a little off to right side so you're in a diagonal. And again, if you need to use your hand to block, or a water bottle, or a book, take it. Alright, so that elevation might help you with the balance here. Revolving, half moon. Left hand to the floor, square out the hips. And then it's the right arm, right shoulder lifting up to twist. Then take the right hand down as well, lift the left leg up, and then seated spinal twist. Left knee behind the right heel, and take the seat down. So again, if this full seated spinal twist is very difficult for your hips, then reach your left heel forward instead, and take the half variation. It'll be a lot easier for your hips. Right hand behind you, left arm is up, and twist to the right. Inhale, square back to center. Exhale, twist to your left. Back to center again. Step the right foot forward. Warrior one. Left foot steps back and rise up. Open it up, warrior two. Lengthen out the right leg, turn the right toes to the left side. So organize your feet so that they are symmetrical. Toes is just a little bit turned in, heels are a little bit wider. That gives you better extension to the outer legs. Hands to the hips, lift up for the back bend. Come back to neutral. Bend your knees if you need to, right, to come into the forward bend. Hinging at the hips, let the hands touch down if you can. Use the structure if you need. Or bending at the knees. Bending at the knees will basically lower you down a little bit so that you can touch your hands down. And then go ahead and bow forward. So making sure that you are supporting with the heels and the outer edges of your feet. With that support and groundedness, maybe you can lengthen out the legs a little bit more. And with that, maybe you can let the head release a little bit more to forward fold more deeply. And let's come out of the pose. Hands are supporting to the floor. Bend at the knees to reduce the extension to your hamstrings and your lower back, so keeping them a little bit more safe. Shift your weight back toward your heels. Pressing down to the heels reduces the load to the front bodies. Then lift the back of the head and the upper back, and through that straighter spine, use the strength of the legs to carry you up. Expand the arms. Turn the right toes back forward, coming back into the functioning position of the right knee. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor. Right foot stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Left knee toward the nose. Land the shin to the floor. Angle out the left knee a little bit off to the side, 30 to 45 degrees. Into right knee further back, untuck the toes, lengthen, and fold. Right, once you settle into the pose, whether you're resting your forehead or your forearms down to the floor, it doesn't matter as long as you're stable. Let's work on the back leg behind you, which is the right leg. Pointing your toes, reach back very actively. Maybe you feel like you're pressing your hands or your forearms down so that you can reach your toes further back. So now you're feeling for the extension of the top of the foot. Now press the top of the foot to the floor, lift the right knee, right thigh off the floor, and then the ever so slight of the hips moving forward will give you a very nice extension through the front of the right leg. Make sure you activate the leg and really squeeze your muscles and reach your toes back. And alternatively, you can keep your right toes reaching back and then reach your arms forward as well and tent your fingertips. Keeping the tenting of the fingertips, right? The underside of the arms are lifting up away from the floor, but you're pressing the fingertips down for resistance. All right, this time you're going to tuck the toes, lift the knee, and reach back through that heel. And then release everything once again. I'll give you 5 more breaths. If you haven't already started your variations, you can take something now, but it has to be a short 5-breath one, right? If you have already started working on your own variations, you have a few more breaths to finish up. Right? So pigeon is one of those examples, one of those poses where I start to allow my students to kind of start to play with their own variations, right? This is where we're holding for a while. This is your opportunity, if you have the skill and the imagination and a little bit of know-how, that you can use this time to start to explore, right? All right, let's start to finish up. Make your way back up. Walk your hands back in, tuck the back toes, and press it back to your down dog. Walk it out side to side. Alright, once you neutral second side, take the right leg up, 3-legged dog. Right knee in toward the nose, land the shin to the floor. So check already, right? The right thigh is angling out to side, 30 to 45 degrees. Hands supporting, into left knee further back, untuck the toes, walk your hands back, elongate through the spine. Once you have measured all that out, now you're ready to take it forward. And again, you can stay in your forearms, you can make pillows with the hands and rest your forehead. Those are very good options. If you like the head a little higher, you can make 2 fists and rest your forehead. That's quite nice too. So all of those are available for you. So you may stay here however you like, or start to think about pointing your left toes into your left knee as far back as you can. Then press the top of the left foot to the floor, activating the ankle joints. Then lift the left knee as well. So now you have a very nice extension through the front of the left leg. Your glutes and your quads are engaged. You may stay here, or you can reach your hands forward. Be on your fingertips. Lift the underside of your arms and the armpits away from the floor. Keep breathing here and holding, or taking your variations, right? Stay with your arms on your shoulders. Lower the left knee, tuck the back toes, and lift the left knee, and then reach left heel back in space. Right? Very different sensation here. Then we're taking the arms to the legs, release them, and either stay in your passive forward fold in your pigeon, or if you like variations, make sure you start to take them. You have another good 5 or 6 long deep breaths here. So make sure you work completely. So check in with the time of about 5 breaths to finish up. Alright, start to release. Walk your hands back in, tuck the back toes, and press it back to down dog. Walk it out, or just kind of hold it for a breath or two. Let the blood rush back into your legs, recirculating. When you're ready, walk your feet forward toward your hands and take the seat down. Left leg stays extended, so the right foot to inner left leg. Left hand to the floor, Janu Shasana. Right arm up to sky, inhale, lengthen. Slightly rotate to the left on the exhale, lining up the torso over your left leg. Then grabbing the inside of the foot. Inhale, re-lengthen your spine, neutral spine, and then fold. Now, you don't need your left hand on the floor for support. You can grab the other side of the foot and work evenly to fold. So if you feel like you have any roundedness to your mid and upper back, take that roundedness out. It will be a lot more effective in your forward fold. Begin to release. Take it back up. Twist to the right. Back to center. Take this right leg behind you. So try to get your legs to about 90 degrees. If you cannot do that because your hips are tight, take it further forward. Less than 90 is okay. In contrast, if you want to go wider than 90 degrees, you can do that too. But the rough standard is about 90 degrees. Left hand to the floor, right arm is up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. And again, forward fold. Now, chances are, because your right leg is in that position, your balance is going to be a little bit more difficult. So I encourage you to keep the left hand on the floor for this variation and helping you to balance and press back in towards center. Otherwise, we tend to have a tendency of leaning off to the left side. Right? Without the hand, you'll end up like that. Take it back up again and twist to the right. Back to center. Take the right foot, step it to the floor, Skandasana. Take the left hand to grab the right ankle, lean over to left. Let me give you one pointer here. The right heel should be roughly lined up with the right seat, and the toes are pointing out to the side. All right, to the right side for you. Left hand to grab the right ankle, side bend over the left leg. As you side bend over the left leg, if you can press your elbow, the tricep to the inner left leg for support, this is very nice to help you support. Then reach your right arm overhead. Now, as you reach your right arm overhead, if you have the flexibility to bind, then take the right hand to your left foot. Release, take it back up. Right arm to press the inner right leg to twist to your left. Release. Right leg forward, center your seat. Right leg stays forward, so the left foot and right thigh. Right hand to the floor, left arm is up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slightly rotate to the right, so you're lining up your torso over your right leg. And then take it forward, hand to grab the foot, re-lengthen, neutral spine, and then fold. And then if you don't need your right hand for support, you can grab the outside of the right foot. And then pulling in gently with your hands, but most of the work is independently leaning up the torso forward for the lower back stretch and the right hamstring stretch, hip opening. Release, take it back up, twist to your left. Back to center again, left foot goes back behind you. Legs are roughly 90 degrees. Less 90 if you are a little bit tighter, wider than 90 if you have more. Alright? Right hand to the floor, left arm is up. Inhale, lengthen. Slowly rotate to the right on the exhale and take it forward, forward fold. Inhale, take it back up, counter twist on the exhale to the left. Take it back to center. Carry the left foot, step it to the floor. Your left heel is lined up with the left seat. Right? You can walk it in, you can walk it out a little bit depending on your flexibility. Take the right hand to grab the left ankle. Start leaning over to the right side. If you can press your arm to the inner right leg to help you support, take it. Left arm overhead. Reaching the left arm to the front of the room, or binding the hand to the foot. Skandasana. Release, take it back up. Left arm to press the inside of the left leg. And twist to the right. Square back to center. Extend both legs forward. And with your hands either side of you, slide the hands out to support your torso as you lower onto your back. Keep the left arm out, left knee comes in, and twisting to the right. Recline, twisting. Take it back to center, switch arms, switch legs, twist to your left. Come back to center, hug both knees in. Step the feet to the floor, slide the legs forward. Toes are turned out, arms alongside the body, palms face up. Release your shoulders and your neck. Shavasana, final relaxation. Let the floor support fully. Beginning to draw the breath back in. And start to move the fingers and the toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. When you're ready, roll over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. Reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing the practice. Inhale, come up. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Please visit my website at simhayoga.com for the full streaming schedule, as well as my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. My preferred way of payment is through Venmo, and my handle is Simha Yoga Lab. And the 4-digit ID code, if you're prompted for it, is 8096. Classes are $10, and if you're having a difficult time, $5 is fine. Please let your friends know that this is happening. There are classes every day except Fridays, and they are live streamed on Facebook and on Instagram. And then the videos are saved for 24 hours on Instagram, for about 1 week or 2 weeks on Facebook. And then I do have a YouTube channel which has also better video and audio. And so if you're having a difficult time on Instagram and Facebook with the quality of the videos, go to YouTube instead. And my channel is Simha Yoga Lab, and the videos are on there 24/7 permanently. So it is always there for you to practice. Now there are about 30 or 40 videos up for your viewing, so a lot of variety for you, so go ahead and check it out. All right, thank you guys for your time again. Please share, let people know, and I hope to see you again. Stay safe, everybody.